Monday. Welcome to Take 5. I'm Millie Olivares. We have got one more day of June left, so let's go ahead. Let's kick it off with an entire hour of RGV fun. Your 4th of July plans could include some barbecue and VIP tickets, but you have to keep burgers. Problem. We've got the tips for those too. A nutritionist is here with
It's a place to go. Let's take a look. Calling all parents, this thrift store might just become your new BFF. Kid to Kid in Brownsville is stacked with stylish kids fashion without those sky-high price tags. And it's all thanks to one local mom who saw a need in the valley. Plus, you're not just shopping, you're cashing in too. So while the kids grow out of everything as usual, you don't have to break the bank keeping up.
You bring in items to sell that your kids no longer can wear, whether they didn't like the style or they just outgrew them, but they still have life in them. You can bring them in, you can sell to us on our buy counter, and then we give you an offer.
When Laura was pregnant with her toddler, she'd take a girls trip every now and then to San Antonio just to shop at Kid to Kid. But she realized, hey, why not bring this shop to us in the RGV? Now she's helping other parents score big on style without leaving town.
Right away, I told my husband, can we do this? The Valley needs it. You know, there's been similar concepts throughout, but there's nothing this big and nothing that is specifically for moms that you can go to a one-stop shop and just get whatever you need.
From clothes and shoes to baby supplies and toys, Kid to Kid has just about everything you could need. And if you're just trying to clear out those outgrown outfits, you might even walk out with a little extra cash in your pocket.
Our doors are in and out every day, people still coming in to sell. We have repeat customers that come in twice a week, 3 times a week to sell. So I definitely think we're serving a community need that was missing.
Laura and her husband opened their doors in October, and since then, the response has been overwhelming. Families keep coming back, not just for the deals, but for a space that feels made just for them.
Since we've opened in October, we have paid over $200,000 in cash to our community. And we have people coming all the way from McAllen to sell to us, Sherryland, and they're giving someone else a chance to afford something they couldn't have afforded at another time.
Kid to Kid represents the gift that keeps on giving. As a mom, Laura couldn't be happier seeing the help she's brought to so many Valley families.
When a mom sees her receipt and sees how much she saves, so we'll have people come in and they'll buy 10 or 15 items and they're spending $35. And in there's Gap, Banana Republic, Zara, H&M, and they're thinking like, I would have got one of these items at the actual store. That's the biggest satisfier. That fills my cup every day.
You can find Kid to Kid in Brownsville near the Sunrise Mall, or if you want to see what they've got in store from home, you can also find them on Instagram and Facebook.
It's just a satisfying feeling of knowing that, we're the first one south of San Antonio and we're able to bring this to the community. I have 2 toddlers, a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and Kid to Kid was a lifesaver for us.
From one home to another, Kid to Kid continues to bring smiles to families all over the region, spreading joy one treasure at a time. For Take 5, I'm Idani Cantu.
What do you get when you mix bees, backyard hives, and a guy named Glenn? You get a local honey business that is making quite the buzz.
This honey right here is not store-bought. In fact, it's produced in a backyard in the city of Brownsville by one man and thousands of little helpers. That man is named Glenn Simpson.
You learn from the bees. You can tell whether they're getting plenty of food, whether they're having pest problems. Yeah, they do. They talk to you.
Meet Glenn Simpson, beekeeper, founder of Bay Bees, and friend to thousands of little helpers who are in his backyard.
But it's really nice to look out the bedroom window and see the bees in the backyard and watch them work. It's really very satisfying.
Glenn's interest in honeybees began in 1967 when he was a part of an organization that empowered young people with important skills.
Back in 1967, I had bees as my 4-H project, and I thought they were really interesting.
After Glenn graduated high school, his occupation took him further away from his hive. Although the honeycombs were not near to him, the love for bees was always buzzing in his heart.
When I retired, I wanted to have 2 beehives in the backyard just for our own personal use and because I thought it was really interesting. But It was difficult because I didn't have a lot of resources to help me learn how to do it.
And so Glenn studied the hive and the thousands of little workers who produce the beautiful honey that we use to make life a little sweeter.
And I learned and failed and made mistakes and recovered and then learned more how to survive.
But all of this was just a hobby for Glenn, feeding that same interest that he had since high school. That wasn't until the pandemic when his wife's daycare was forced to shut down, pushing him to go from a hobby to a hobby with pay.
And she looked at me and said, "You need to step it up." And meaning that I needed to expand and start selling the honey to help supplement our income while she didn't have her business operating. And so she just said it was no longer a hobby. And she was right. It's been something I've really enjoyed. I learned a lot. It's helped us out with a little extra money. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme by any means, but it's been very enjoyable.
And the name Bay Bees? Well, if you say it fast enough, it may sound like a word that is a little familiar.
The name Bay Bees was kind of a joke. We never intended it to be a business because my wife had a daycare, and she took care of babies, and we're close to the bay.
In Glenn's world, the bees do the talking, and if you listen closely, they'll teach you a thing or two about patience, purpose, and even reward you with a little sweetness. From a childhood curiosity to a backyard legend, Glenn Simpson isn't just keeping bees, he's keeping the buzz alive. For Take 5, I'm Joe DeLeon.
Nothing says 4th of July like a hot dog eating contest. You think you got what it takes? We're going to tell you how you can get in on the action next.
Help Me Grow is a network of community partners who work together in a coordinated effort to help families access information and resources for their young children. Resources like access to health and medical, guidance on educational programs, finding resources for food assistance, and quality child care services, finding home visiting programs or early intervention programs, and much more. Help Me Grow represents the best chance for children in the Rio Grande Valley to thrive and prosper.
Need a quick news update? We got you covered. Get news, weather, and sports updates on X. 3 accounts specific to what you're looking for. News, weather, and sports. Follow Channel 5 News on X today.
When your alarm goes off, that's when we come online.
Run with what's new this morning.
What's happening now?
And what's next for you?
Breaking news you need to know now.
The latest forecast for you and your family, so you're all ready for the day.
Get what's new
now
and next, starting at 4:30 on Channel 5 News.
And right here at 7A. Because we're on all morning long. Good morning, America.
Good morning, RGB.
Channel 5 News this morning.
And GMA all morning long.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. We lend a hand, slow down, and take our time. At the end of the day, we all want to get home safe. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter.
On the road again? We can help with commercial truck driving insurance. I'm Abraham Padron, your Safeguard Insurance agent. Call 956-446-0324 for a quote. So drive across America and play it safe. Drive safe with Safeguard Insurance.
The following segment is supported by the Edinburgh Chamber of Commerce.
An extra $12,500 is up for grabs this weekend. Edinburgh's Texas Cookem is only days away, and here to tell us all about it is Nayeli Zenteno. Nayeli, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So that's a pretty big cash prize, and we're going to get to that. But first, I want to hear more about what people can expect at this year's cook-off.
Yes, so this year's cook-off will be on July 4th at Ebony Hills Golf Course. We'll be hosting the annual festivities, including fireworks, our big cook-off, live music, and lots of free activities for the entire family.
Love it. We love the price of free $99. That's our favorite price here at Take 5. But now, I heard a little rumor. We talked about it earlier. It's a hot dog eating contest. Please walk us through that. How does that work?
Yes, so this year we'll be having a hot dog eating contest. Participants must be over 18, and they can register at edinburgh.com. And for 5 minutes, we will have who can eat the most hot dogs within that time span. And yeah, it'll be so exciting to watch.
Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And it's the first time you guys have ever done it.
Yes, it's the first time we have it. So we are excited to see that turnout and, of course, to be a spectator of the hot dog eating contest.
I think just watching that, you're also a winner. Just to see it happening, you're also part of the winning. So let's also talk about that grand prize, because I know people out there want to hear about it. So how does the contest work as far as the cooking goes?
Okay, so for the cook-off grand prize, that is our steak cook-off and barbecue cook-off. So to register or participate, you can go to edinburgh.com. The cook-off starts at 8:30 a.m. and we have competitors coming from throughout the valley as well as throughout the state of Texas.
Wow.
It's a cook-off that's highly anticipated throughout the state, so we are always excited to see who takes home the grand prize.
Of course, I can only imagine. And so it's 4th of July, so you've got hot dogs, you've got the barbecue, you've got the perfect recipe there for a good 4th of July. But it doesn't stop there. You guys are also going to have lots of fun for the family and fireworks.
Yes, fireworks. Sponsored by HEB. We're excited to have over 30 minutes of fireworks displays.
Wow.
But then we're also going to have our Freedom Jump, sponsored by J. Gonzalez Law Firm. We'll be having a skydive show happening there in Edinburgh. So it's exciting to see everything that goes on in Ebony Hills Golf Course.
Perfect. So there you go, guys. It's fun happening on the ground, fun happening in the air. It's just a good old time. Thank you so much for joining us today to tell us all the information about it.
Thank you.
And again, it's lots of fun happening over there in Edinburgh. It is the Texas Cook-Em. It is happening July 4th at the Ebony Hills Golf Course. There's also tribute bands to Garth Brooks, Taylor Swift, the Foo Fighters, and of course, as we mentioned, it's the first ever hot dog eating contest. So make sure you join in on it. Get all that information. You can visit their Facebook page to learn more. And also, did we mention we have a little gift here for our Take 5 viewers? It is your chance to win VIP tickets to Texas Cook-Em. Now, I hope you have that number saved. Make sure you take out your phone now, because today's key word is cookout. So call that number that you see on your screen to get a chance to win these VIP tickets and have a great old 4th of July. Good luck to everyone that is calling in. And before you head out to HEB tonight, we've got meal prep ideas ready for you. Monday Meals is coming up. And our guest for 5 Facts makes total sense for Take 5. So get your guesses ready. We're going to get to know her a little better later on in the show.
Texas is growing fast.
And that's why Texas 2036 exists.
We use research and data to help legislators solve Texas's most critical issues before our state turns 200.
Working to ensure students graduate with skills for great jobs,
securing enough water and energy for the future,
and making housing, healthcare, and childcare more affordable. Texas 2036, building a better future for you, your family, and all Texans.
Learn more at texas2036.org today.
KRGV Channel 5 cares about the quality of its children's programming. Information on the educational and informational children's programming broadcast by Channel 5 is placed in the station's public service file on a quarterly basis and is available for inspection at 900 East Expressway 83, Weslaco, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you have any comments regarding our children's programming, please send them to KRGV Channel 5, P.O. Box 5, Weslaco, Texas, 78599-0005. The valley's growing, and that means more traffic. Don't worry. Skip the headaches with the traffic reports from the team you trust. Watch every day for traffic reports on the upper, lower, and mid-valley.
Here's some travel times. McAllen to Harlingen, it takes about half an hour right now. Western to Harlingen.
There were some slowdowns throughout the morning because of the rain.
Traffic from the team you trust. Only on Channel 5 News, the traffic report is supported by J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys.
Come on. Come on. Come on now.
You have no idea what to expect now.
Come on, man.
The sale of the season is here. It's the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row. That's 11 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus, make your cash go further with 60 months no-interest financing. And check out doorbusters while they last. But don't wait. The Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends Monday the 7th.
A little bit of a cloudy start to our week, but let's see if we can expect any more rainfall tonight. Meteorologist Cecilia Gutierrez has our Take 5 fashion forecast.
Well, grab the umbrella, keep it around. Next couple of days, couple of spotty showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. We will be back into the upper 80s for the most part this evening and tomorrow evening. But again, the umbrella is really going to be the big thing. We are looking at pretty decent rain chances, especially by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Morning commute tomorrow could be a wet one as well. That's your Take 5 fashion forecast.
And speaking of the rain, for today's Monday meals, we're going to give you some rainy day meals that are, of course, quick, easy, and healthy. Here to talk to us all about them is the one and only Miss Joanne Bro. Joanne, thank you so much for joining us.
Always love being here.
You brought these perfectly on time because the rainy days, they do make you want, you know, a special type of meal.
Yes, for sure. I know it's hot weather, but the rain just always pulls out that kind of soup sensation.
Love a soup. Yes. So today you're going to show us some healthy options of how to make a soup for tonight's dinner, and then we're going to get into a little bit of a snack. So let's go through the soup first because I love a soup. All right. So what do we have here?
These are actually all the ingredients you need in this basket.
Oh,
so
okay. There you go.
It's just 5. Really, the tortilla topper is optional.
Okay.
But here is a chicken tortilla soup that you can put together in literally 5 minutes because it's 5 ingredients. Okay,
Love.
so no thinking.
There you go.
This right here, this Mi Tierra tortilla soup base is a really great option. It's only got 230 milligrams of sodium. So now that's not on its own a low sodium option, but once you divide it with those 4 servings for the soup, it's going to be a really great sodium option. And it's local to Texas. So
there you go. Perfect. And then of course you've got a little cabbage for a little veg.
Yeah, so if you want something already pre-chopped, great option.
Easy peasy.
Toss it into the pan so you got some veg in there for that little bit of fiber. This Meal Simple, of course, a favorite. Rotisserie chicken already shredded for you. You could also get the regular rotisserie chicken.
Yes.
And then you're going to top it off with some avocado and tortilla strips, and you've got yourself a really delicious meal for a rainy day.
There you go. You're going to take these 5 ingredients. It's going to take 5 minutes to make. Don't worry. It's just a little theme here we've got going on at Take 5. So, so this is perfect. This is great for dinner time. And again, it's just the perfect mood, right? The rainy day mood. We want that soup. We want that warm soup. So it's going to be perfect. Now let's talk about the snack that we can make as well. I'm excited because I saw these and I'm a sucker for a container.
I know.
love a cute container. Okay, so what are we putting in it?
An overnight oat. You could do a chia pudding, which in this case today we've got a chia pudding that's chocolate.
Okay.
And so the great thing about this one, a chia pudding, it's going to be a little bit, you know, sweet, a little bit chocolatey, but it's got that fiber and it's got that healthy fat because of the chia seeds.
Perfect.
And so all we do is toss in whatever milk choice you like. I've got here an organic unsweetened almond milk. You could do regular milk. A Mootopia would be great for the extra protein, right?
Ooh, that's a good option, yes.
For the bigger kiddos. 1 cup and 1/4 cup. So combined in here, you toss in your sweeteners. So you could use honey or maple syrup.
Oh, okay.
3 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of a vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You microwave that for a couple minutes.
Microwave, ooh, nice and warm, okay.
You want to make sure you mix it up, right, with the cocoa powder so it distributes evenly.
Got it.
And then you just toss in about a half a cup of chia seeds.
Oh,
yeah.
So quick and easy. And so how long
fast.
after we put the chia seeds is it ready to go to eat?
You could eat it right away there, warm. I'd set it in the refrigerator, honestly, just let it sets over time. Because you want maybe, again, it's hot, so maybe not outside of a rainy day, you want to have something that's a little bit more of a treat, kind of like a mousse almost.
Ooh, yes.
A moussey pudding.
Yeah.
So a really great option for that. But again, you're adding some of that fiber, adding some of the healthy fat with very minimal added sweetener because you're just using this kind of honey or a little bit of a syrup.
Right, so not too bad. And again, you're sneaking in that healthy good stuff that you want. And what I love the most about these containers is you make a big batch of this tonight, guess what? You've got a snack for tomorrow. So you're ready to go. You're ready to go for dinner, for dessert, and a snack tomorrow. Quick and easy. That's what Monday Meals is all about. Joanne, if people have any more questions, they want to reach you, or they want these recipes, where can they find them?
Yes, you can find these recipes on HEB.com. I know I kind of went over the ingredients and measurements, but don't be scared. They're going to be on HEB.com. You can find them pretty quickly.
Okay.
And then to know more about our services, please just reach out to HEB.com/wellness to find out about our dietitians who offer services in Edinburgh and McAllen and virtually.
Perfect. Well, Joanne, thanks so much for making dinner for us tonight. Quick and easy. And again, guys, make sure you shop at your local HEB for fresh produce, meats, and everything in between. It's the only store to make your 4th of July celebration a memorable one. And of course, to make dinner quick and easy. And now that you do have these dinner plans, we're going to help you watch those table manners. Tips straight from an etiquette expert right after the break. And just because we're using our table manners, it doesn't mean we still can't chow down on some finger foods. We're going to head to Las Wings a little later on in the show. Stay with us. And the McAllen Performing Arts Center has a Broadway season premiere Select Your Seat special event tomorrow at 6 p.m. Now, this event is free. All you have to do is RSVP online so that you can get a chance to get your tickets for your favorite Broadway shows. You can mingle with fellow Broadway lovers and walk the red carpets.
Hi guys, Dina Herrera Garza here. Do you have Facebook? We do. Catch the top stories, daily weather updates, plus live interviews as they're happening, and much more right in the palm of your hand. Follow Channel 5 News on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Charlie Garcia. And I'm Rico Garcia. And we are USA Concrete Coatings. If you're ready to upgrade your business, restaurant, garage, man cave, or porch, then you're ready for USA Concrete Coatings. We'll have your floors looking flawless with our exclusive USA Concrete Coatings products. We'll ensure that your concrete coating is strong and durable. It's antimicrobial and comes with a lifetime warranty. USA Concrete Coatings, from concrete to custom, in just one day.
Hey Gwen, thanks so much for coming out between games. I've been looking for my next football player to sign a deal.
I am a soccer player.
Well, sure, but in other parts of the world they call it football.
No, I don't think so. It's soccer.
No, I think... You know what? Airtight argument. You might make a great attorney.
I'm only 4.
Fair point again.
What more? Call the 4s.
And if you want more, call the 4s.
Texas is growing fast.
And that's why Texas 2036 exists.
We use research and data to help legislators solve Texas's most critical issues before our state turns 200.
Working to ensure students graduate with skills for great jobs,
securing enough water and energy for the future,
and making housing, healthcare, and childcare more affordable. Texas 2036, building a better future for you, your family, and all Texans.
Learn more at texas2036.org today.
If you brisket,
hey boy, no, not yet.
They will come.
What's up, neighbor? Hey. All right, come on.
Save $70 on a Blackstone griddle at Academy.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Hello
and welcome back to Take 5. We are keeping it classy here, and joining us today is Dr. Barbara Baggerly Hinojosa. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm super excited to be here too because we're kind of going back and remembering our table manners today.
Yeah, back to the basics. I think sometimes we just need to remember those basic rules for dining etiquette. And again, it's like anything else. We get to decide when we want to follow these rules or not.
Yeah.
So when we're at home with our families, with our very close friends, it's casual, we can follow them or not. But the idea is that we know these rules when we're in much more formal settings or professional settings, and we want to boost our confidence. We want to know kind of what the social norms are for this.
Absolutely, yeah. So what are some of the things that we need to keep in mind that are, I would say they're kind of like the classics of table manners, things that we should always know about?
Absolutely. So the basics, I think, really involve our napkin, first of all.
Okay.
So really the idea is that when we sit down, we get the napkin and put it in our lap. So even when you get to a restaurant early and you're still waiting for your friends to show up or whatever, you still, as soon as you sit down, you take your napkin. If it has a napkin ring, you just place that to the right of your plate.
Okay.
And then you always open up the napkin and place it on your lap and just fold the top part down a little bit because that's the part we use to wipe our mouth. But this napkin stays in our lap the entire time we're at the table.
Got it. I actually remember you telling us a little bit about this. I went to a fancy restaurant a couple of days ago and I was like, I remember. Dr. Barbara told us to do it this way.
Good.
So yes, and what else should we always keep in mind when we're at the table?
So I think a couple of other things that are just basics and sometimes we do forget. It's around kind of how we're sitting at the table.
Right.
We want to make sure we're never like elbows on the table.
Okay.
That's just not the appropriate. We want to keep our posture as much as we can. Again, when you're with your family and friends, put your elbows on the table. It's fine.
Yes.
But when you're in more professional settings, maybe an interview, maybe a very fancy dinner, you just want to make sure your hands are in your lap unless you're eating and that your elbows are not on the table.
And it also shows a sort of professionalism.
It does, and some composure, right? Some grace at the table. I think the other kind of basic rule we want to remember is that when you're eating, you want to take very small bites because you want to be able to chew them quickly so that you can talk. Because remember, our whole purpose for getting together is not about the food. It's about the exchange, the building the relationships, the conversations, the time with each other. So I take small bites. I chew with my mouth closed. I hope my husband's watching because he chews with his mouth open all the time. I chew with my mouth closed, and then I take small bites so that you and I can engage in conversation.
Perfect. It's also a very nice way of, like I said, staying professional. Also, that nice exchange between two or more people, and yeah, you just feel like you're having a great time. You know what you're doing, and you feel confident in knowing that your table manners are very nice.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Barbara, for coming in today and sharing a little bit more. Now we can remember. If we forgot what some of our table manners were, that's fine. I forget all the time. So thank you so much for reminding us a little bit more about it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Again, you can watch Dr. Barbara right here on Take 5 every Monday afternoon.
Pages and pages about superheroes can be found at this Valley staple. The story that one local real-life superhero left behind when we return from the break.
5 certified meteorologists with experience, the accuracy to keep you informed about the Valley's weather. The largest team, the most trusted. We are the First Warn 5 Weather Team. Don't want to miss any big stories? Follow us on Instagram to get Channel 5 News' Top 5, where the latest news stories get delivered right to your fingertips. Just tap on our Insta stories and our news team will tell you what's happening in the RGV. It's quick and easy, and you won't miss any big headlines. Top 5, keeping you in the loop Monday through Friday on Instagram.
Top 5 is supported by the law office of Ezequiel Reina.
We got a text. It's from that cute guy, Patrick. Look. Ooh la la.
No, I'm driving here.
Oh, come again. Pick it up. Oh. We got mail. you can harness the fat-burning power of pineapple. Could be a game changer. Ooh, I love this map app. 1 second, rerouting.
Talk or text later. Don't let your phone drive you.
Next time, I am turning you off.
Help Me Grow is a network of community partners who work together in a coordinated effort to help families access information and resources for their young children. Resources like access to health and medical, guidance on educational programs, finding resources for food assistance, and quality child care services, finding home visiting programs or early intervention programs, and much more. Help Me Grow represents the best chance for children in the Rio Grande Valley to thrive and prosper.
Surfing Sharky is ready to take you on a smile-tastic adventure. Go ride the wave to better dental health, only at Agua Dental, where your smile is always in style.
Opening the doors to new adventures can be as simple as opening the pages of a comic book. For over 30 years, Helgi Davis helped children and adults alike open these doors, leaving behind a legacy in his absence that many won't soon forget.
My name is Kali Martinez, and I'm an owner at Myth Adventures.
My name is Joey Galvan, and pretty much my role in the store, I'm part owner.
Myth is a hobby store, a comic book store, a collectible store. I say hobby because it is kind of like a lot of things all at once. We have a lot of anime, a lot of trading cards, a ton of comics, probably the biggest selection of back issue comic books that you'll find in the Valley. We have statues, really high-end toys as well.
I would describe it as diverse, very diverse and very intrigued. I don't think there's any place like this, really. We're also a hobby store. You know, people come in and build their models, paint, play D&D. It's free for everybody. You know, we like having customers here. We like them interacting with us. We like getting to know more from them based on what they're doing.
We have a lot of events, but we do everything from competitive gaming, competitive like Digimon, trading cards. You can find us on Instagram. We'll have our calendar there. We also have a website. It's mythadventuresshop.com.
When they first walk through those doors and the surprise on their face.
Somebody just walked in just now and they said, I've never been here before. This is not what I expected. So that's definitely one of my favorite parts.
You will feel the same way. So yeah, come on by.
If you're interested in collectibles, comic books, trading card games in any way, you should come check us out. In my family, it's been around since '91. But before that, it was just called something like comics or something, and then my grandpa ended up buying it in '91. Yeah, basically, he was collecting trading cards, and my grandma said, get this out of my house, and so then he decided, okay, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy a store, and then he put all his cards in the store, and it became all this. For him, whenever he's at the store, he likes to talk a lot to the customer. He told me he had to make a decision. Do I keep it for myself or is it for the customer and for the community? He decided, like, I'm gonna grow this business for the community.
Sometimes he still comes in just to, you know, make sure we're not forgetting small details, because he's all about the small details. But we appreciate that because without him, he keeps us on our toes.
Follow your dream, start small and gradually work your way up.
Myth Adventures owner Helgi Davis passed away over the weekend. We want to extend our condolences to the Myth Adventure family and all of those who will surely miss their real-life superhero, Mr. Helgi Davis.
When you don't keep your eyes on what you're doing, it can be downright dangerous to you and others, especially when you're behind the wheel. Put your phone down. Heads up, Texas.
Never miss a moment. Download the KRGV News app for instant breaking news, the latest headlines, and information on events across the valley. Anytime, anywhere. KRGV, the local news app that keeps you informed 24/7. Watch your newscast on our live streams starting at 4:30, noon, 5, 6, and 10. And on the weekends. It's fast, free, and easy to use. Download the KRGV News app on the Apple Store or Google Play today. The KRGV News app is supported by Davis Law Firm.
Kelly, where do your best mornings start?
Where do you think? The best mornings have your favorite stars.
Well, I postmated these thrones, and I'm just glad they got it.
The best mornings have the biggest stumps.
I think you met your husband when you were 16.
You are wrong, Mark.
The best mornings start with Kelly and Mark.
You're like apple pie in America.
Every weekday at 9 on Channel 5.
This week, the race to get the president's spending bill through the Senate, the Medicaid debate impacting American families. Plus, as millions make plans for the 4th of July holiday, another surge of heat on the way. World News Tonight with David Muir is the #1 newscast in America.
Have you been hit by a distracted driver and got seriously injured? You could be entitled to compensation for your pain and losses. Call the Law Giant today at $9 million.
Distracted drivers can cause severe injuries or worse. Let me help you in obtaining the justice that you deserve.
The Law Giant truly helped me reclaim what matters most in my life. That's why he's my Law Giant.
Call the Law Giant today at $9 million.
At IDEA Rio Grande Valley, we get students to and through college. We're tuition-free and open to all with campuses near you. Bright futures begin at IDEA. Apply now at ideapublicschools.org.
Good afternoon, I'm Dina Herrera Garza. Here's what's making news at this hour. Have you seen him? If so, McAllen police want to hear from you. They say the 17-year-old assaulted another teen on North 5th Street. It happened last week. The information just released today. The teen reportedly plotted the assault. If you know anything, call McAllen Crime Stoppers. A warning if you live in McAllen. The city says there's been an increase in bee activity around town. They want people to know right now is swarm season. That means more bees. If you're near a hive or see a swarm of bees, the city says you should avoid disturbing them. That could make the bees aggressive. The city also recommends sealing up any potential bee entry points.
And the wet weather continues for tonight. We're going to keep in a 40% chance of scattered showers and maybe some thunderstorms with low temperatures in the mid-70s. And again for tomorrow, keep the umbrellas handy. We have a 70% chance of on and off showers and thunderstorms during the day with high temperatures only in the mid-80s. But after tomorrow, the rain chances start to ramp down. Looking dry for 4th of July. Dina.
That's going to do it for us. Join us at 5, 6, and 10 for more news, weather, and sports. Keep it here. Take 5 continues right after this.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm, so I sleep.
The July 4th sale ends soon. Get a Sealy King bed for a queen price and a free adjustable base. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
Texas is growing fast.
And that's why Texas 2036 exists.
We use research and data to help legislators solve Texas's most critical issues before our state turns 200.
working to ensure students graduate with skills for great jobs,
securing enough water and energy for the future,
and making housing, healthcare, and childcare more affordable. Texas 2036, building a better future for you, your family, and all Texans.
Learn more at texas2036.org today.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenos días. Vaya por momentos dependiendo de cuánto calorcito. En general se mantiene bien fluido esta mañana.
Todo un reporte preciso y oportuno a través de nuestra página web, nuestras redes sociales y nuestra aplicación móvil.
Lamentable desastre. Desde Mercedes, reportando para Noticias RGV.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We're normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Hey, new truck?
What's up, man?
Where'd you get it?
Rally approved my loan super quick. Picked it up yesterday.
With Rally Credit Union, even the small wins are big. And with our home, auto, and business loans, you'll be celebrating in no time. Rally Credit Union, banking for all.
Yes?
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. I sleep.
At the July 4th sale, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze and get a $300 instant gift. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
You can catch her every day at 4 o'clock right here on Channel 5. She's the host of Take 5, but how well do we know Millicent Olivares? Well, we're about to find out. Joining us on the couch is our host, Millicent Olivares.
Hi.
Hey.
This is so weird. Sitting on the couch now, I feel like I get it. I understand how people feel, so sorry to anybody who I told, sit closer to me. Don't worry. It's definitely a little weird sensation.
Well, also, you're on the hot spot.
Yeah.
We're about to learn 5 facts about you. So let's start, because I think this is one that a lot of people want to know about. So I'm excited that you're going to share it.
Me too.
Your story about your name, Millicent.
A lot of people do ask me what my name means and where it comes from, and I always have a long and a short story. The short story is, I think I was probably in junior high when I found out on Jeopardy that Millicent is Barbie's middle name. So it's Barbara Millicent Roberts. That's Barbie's full name. But that's not where my name came from. But that's a fun fact.
Yeah.
The long story is I am the baby of the family. I was actually supposed to be Ariana, I think, but a woman that gave birth the same day as my mom named her baby Ariana. So my parents went a whole different direction.
Yeah.
It was actually my dad who named me, and Millicent has scent in it, C-E-N-T. And so he thought since I was the baby, it would be cute to call me Penny growing up.
Okay.
Scent and Penny. It never stuck. I have yet to be called Penny at all, ever in my life. So I think I tell people the story, and then for like a couple weeks, they try to call me Penny. It doesn't stick. But I love Millicent. I really am proud of my name. It's a thing I have with my dad, you know, very connected to it. And I've yet to meet one. So that's a bonus fact. I am excited to meet another Millicent.
Yeah, so I'm a big reader, and I found a Millicent in my book. And I was like, Millie,
Yeah.
there's another one. But we haven't met one yet.
Not a real one, no. I've heard it in movies, books, you know, TV, but a real one, that's on my bucket list. That's number 1.
All right.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching and you're Millicent, you're welcome to the station.
Reach
we want to meet
you. Definitely.
Awesome. Well, another thing that I really love about you, because we have a funny story about, you know, us working together, but the second fact is that you're a theater kid.
I am a theater kid. I wanted to mention this because somebody called me out on it last week, but theater has always been something where I felt I could express myself. I am a little introverted than more people realize, and so it's something that allowed me to get on stage and really just just be a little more extroverted. I had some really great mentors. Miss Ruby Peña, she was my high school theater teacher. She just won Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. And my late theater teacher, Mr. Kelly Smith, who I loved and miss very, very dearly. These people just encouraged me so much to find a stage anywhere. And so it really makes me feel like they were part of it all, helping me to get here and be on this stage where I can talk to you every day and I can tell you the latest great things that are happening in the Valley. It's an honor. So I'm really grateful to them and really grateful to theater.
Yeah, and you are a character.
Yeah.
There's so many. I mean, we need more than 5 facts for people to really get to know you. You're so much fun, yeah. And so a theater kid through and through. All right, so your third fact, tell us a little bit about your journey to the host.
So I started, actually this Friday is my 3-year anniversary.
Oh,
I've been here for 3 years. I know, thank you. But I actually started as a marketing coordinator. I think the photo that you're seeing is one of my first events, which is where we went out to HEB with Noticias RGV, did some shopping with some students, which was so great. But yeah, I started 3 years ago as a marketing coordinator here, and somebody in very close proximity to me asked me if I thought I would like to be on TV. And so the other photo is my very first shoot, which was Pet of the Week.
Yeah.
I went to the Palm Valley Animal Society, held that little puppy, and did a 1-minute segment. And ever since then, I've gotten really lucky and have gotten more opportunities to be here on the show and to grow. And so, yeah, here we are now 3 years later.
Yeah, so I'm so proud of you, Millie. I have to say, though, you're not lucky.
No.
You work hard.
Thank you.
You work so hard. I can say this as, you know, her leader. You work so hard. You deserve all of this. She cares so much about the show, and she cared so much about marketing. One day we'll have to tell a story about getting you here.
Yeah,
though. That was a whole story
little bit of a trip.
itself.
Yes.
But from the first day that I met you, I knew that you were going to do great things, and I was so glad that you wanted to be part of the team. And yeah, she, you know, knocked it out of the park as a marketing coordinator, and then I knew I needed her on Take 5. I knew the passion and everything. And we started with pets.
Pets, that's right, yeah.
And we have to tell them.
Okay.
Every shoot, I would say, you can't keep them.
Yeah.
Every shoot, I would say. You can do the Pet of the Week segment, but you can't keep them.
Don't bring the pet back. Yeah.
Leave them there. And I think her parents thanked me for that,
yes,
too.
I think they do.
But, yeah, but, you know, on behalf of the station and me especially, you've done incredible. And I'm just so proud of you. I know this is about your 5 facts, but you brought this up.
Yeah.
And so just proud of you, and thanks for leading Take 5 the way you do.
You know I'm a crybaby. So
Yes. Okay, so moving on before she cries. All right, number 4. Every year you take a special trip with your family.
Yeah, I wanted to mention this because I'm really lucky. I have a big family. I think I have about 6 nieces and nephews. I hope they don't get mad at me if I got that wrong, but I have a big family. We make it a point every year to go out to the beach. You know, everybody has so many busy schedules. The kids are in so many sports now, but we make it a point to, even if it's just for a week, to get together and spend that time, and I really appreciate it. It definitely helps me to kind of, you know, relax and spend time with them and just really enjoy that little week of peace. And it goes beyond, you know, we make it a point to eat dinner together. We will go to the movies together. It's something that we make a tradition, and I'm so happy that we do, because we've created so many good memories. And so the pictures you're seeing are from some of our previous beach trips, and I'm excited for this year's trip.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I know you enjoy that every year.
I do. I love it every year.
And you love the beach.
I love the beach. I'm always there. I love being near the water, and it feels like a crime to not take advantage of a beach an hour away. Some people have never seen the beach, so if I can be there every day, I would.
Yeah, so that's fact 4.5.
Yes, that's
but fact 5 is one of my favorite facts about you.
Yes.
Fact 5 is that you collect movie tickets. Why?
So movies are a big, big thing for me. I think everybody maybe has a better idea of this by now, but for me, I love going into a theater it feels like I'm getting on a ride, you know, just completely being immersed into this film. I don't check my phone. I don't have to think about anything else going on in my life. I'm just watching this film. And so for me, that's always been such a magical experience.
Yeah.
And so I think when I was really young, I think I started maybe in high school, I would collect my ticket stubs. And so I went through, I did the math, I counted my tickets.
Wow.
I have almost 250 tickets. I'm a few shy.
Wow.
So, and then I brought this one because I just wanted to show people proof. I have one right here. So I hope you guys can see this. This says 2008 on it, when movies were $6.50. Which is crazy, and it's the movie Juno. So I saw this in high school, and I have been collecting them ever since. I love going through them and remembering who I saw this with and how I felt when I walked out of the theater. Movies are really such a magical experience for me, and so I'm glad that I get to share that with everybody here. When I'm talking to you about my movie, it's definitely a love language for me, so I'm glad I get to share that.
Oh, yeah, no, we love all. So before we go to the movies, we ask Millie about it first to see what she has to say. And let me tell you, she never lets us down.
Thank you.
Well, Millie, thanks so much for sitting on that side of the couch today and letting us get to know you a little bit better. I'm sure we got to do this again. You have more facts.
To. Yeah, now that I think I've already gotten used to it over here on the side. So yeah, maybe again one more time.
You want to tag this out?
Of course, yes. Stick around. We have plenty of more Take 5 just for you. So make sure you stay with us.
Real Golden Chick, real people, real reactions to our 4x4x4 deal. 4 golden tenders, 4 rolls, and 4 pieces of fried chicken. For real.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
All this golden goodness, just $17.99.
Golden. This chicken beats it all.
Keep up with all the fun at KRGV by following us on Instagram. Catch behind-the-scenes exclusives, station visits, plus contests and giveaways. Be a part of our community on Instagram at krgv.5.
Looking for a furry friend to brighten your day? Every Thursday on Channel 5 News at noon, we'll be highlighting an adorable animal looking for their forever home.
Very lovable, loves cuddles.
Then on Take 5, join us for our Love Your Pets segment. A local veterinarian joins us in studio with advice to keep your pets happy and healthy.
If you're trying to give your dog a pill, you could put it in a little piece of this.
Join us every Thursday on Channel 5 News at noon and Take 5.
Pet of the Week is supported by Burt Ogden Mazda.
A text right after your crash offering legal help? That's bear treat, and it's illegal. If you or someone you know has been illegally solicited after a crash, you may be eligible for a reward of up to $10,000. Visit stopbeartreergv.com.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe. When your alarm goes off,
That's when we come alive.
Run with what's new this morning.
What's happening now?
And what's next for you?
Breaking news you need to know now.
The latest forecast for you
And your family, so you're all ready for the day.
Get what's new.
Now
and next, starting at 4:30 on Channel 5 News.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long.
Good morning, America. Good morning, RGV.
Channel 5 News This Morning.
and GMA all morning long.
Welcome to Caring Touch Provider Services, your trusted partner in compassionate care for over 15 years. We offer various services from light housekeeping to meal preparations tailored to meet your unique needs. Proudly serving the community from Rio Grande City to Brownsville, we accept Medicaid and other insurances to make our services accessible to you. Your happiness is our top priority, and our dedicated team is committed to providing the highest customer service. Caring Touch Provider Services, where caring is at the heart of what we do. Contact us today.
Good news, spicy and flavorful wings are on the dinner menu tonight. Let's head out to Las Wings to see how they bring the heat.
Are you in the mood for a burger or maybe some wings? Well, you got to come out to Wings, Quesadillas, and more out here in McAllen or Palmview to check out just exactly what they have on their extensive menu. Las Wings, Quesadillas, and more is giving you way more than just the usual. This family-friendly spot delivers bold bites, a sports bar vibe, and enough sauce options to make your head spin in the best way. Whether you're catching the big game, hanging with friends, or just hunting for your next favorite meal, Las Wings has something for everybody. But make no mistake, the wings are the MVP here.
We have burritos, we have quesadillas, we have the burgers. They're really good, they're amazing.
The menu is stacked, but this variety isn't random. It's by design. They've grown their offerings based on what customers wanted most.
I know it's called Las Wings, but you know, you're craving a burger. Okay, here we have it. You're craving a burrito, we have it. You're craving a quesadilla, and we have it for you. So it's mostly because our customers.
But let's talk about those wings. Cooked fresh every day, crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and tossed in sauces made right here in-house. No shortcuts, just full throttle flavor.
If we don't have it, we make it for you.
From sweet to savory, tangy to spicy, they've got a sauce for everyone. And for those who dare,
go with the kiss of fire. That one's like the super spiciest.
Might have to try that. You know I had to. I came face to face with the infamous Kiss of Fire. As we're about to try their spiciest wing on the menu. It's called the Kiss of Fire. I love wings. I've never tried this before, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Oh. A little sweet at the beginning. And then I get spicy. Oh my. That's actually really good. Don't worry, I survived. Barely. But that sauce does not mess around. So whether you're here for burgers, corn bites, or braving the heat of their wildest wing, Las Wings, quesadillas, and more bring the flavor, the fun, and the fire. Always bring in the heat. For Take 5, I'm Brandon Rubalcaba.
And tomorrow, Noticias RGV will be interviewing STC to talk about their new hygiene dental program. You can learn more during the interview tomorrow in Spanish on Mediodía Valle at noon on Channel 5.2 or Cable 1240. And there is Kids Family Storytime at the McAllen Public Library tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. You can enjoy stories, songs, and rhymes with Miss Sandra. All families are welcome. And the Lark Branch Library invites kids to contribute to their art wall all day tomorrow. You can unleash your inner artist and help us transform blank paper into a vibrant tapestry of expression. And this masterpiece will be proudly displayed in the teen area. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Take 5. We want to see you back here tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. for more local fun. Until then, Channel 5 News at 5 starts right after this.
For 40 years, CC's